these are the 5 principles for success. But you know what? Can it be possible that sometimes we do follow the 5 principles, but we still do not end up achieving our goals? Could that happen? Would that happen? Right? Why would that happen? Why would that happen? Simon, you know, when you know what you want, you are willing to take actions, you know, you are willing to be flexible approach, but you still do not end up achieving what you want. Why did that happen? Now, it's as if, you know what, because what? Probably, you know what, probably the goal that you set to achieve is not what? It's not even achievable. Now, see, when we talk about a goal setting, there's something we need to know about goal setting. It's like achieving a goal requires you to open up what we call the number locks. There's a combination password. And in NLP, we talk about 9 keys, 9 codes to unlocking any of the goals that you want to achieve in your life. Because what we realize is that failing to unlock any one of these codes may actually what? Prevent you from achieving what you want. So we call this the 9 keys to achievable outcome. Now, what are 9 keys to achievable outcome in NLP that I want to share with you today? Okay, you can turn to which page is that? 9. Okay. This is the last part we're going to go through today. Okay, so then okay, last page. Okay, so this is how it's going to happen is this. The first key to success. Okay, it may not be in sequence as compared to your notes here. But I'm just going to draw a diagram so that you can actually remember those points much better. So first of all, this is what we're going to have. What is this? Okay, first thing first is that in order for you to achieve a goal, what's the first thing that you think you will have? In fact, let me just share a show. How many of you have ever set a goal and failed to achieve it? And right, okay. So let me tell you what. If you have ever failed to achieve any of your goals in your life, it will definitely be due to one of these 9 reasons. But later you can figure out which are the reasons. Okay, sometimes more than one. Okay, first thing first. What is the first thing? First thing first, that if you want to achieve a goal, isn't it true that you have to first have a what? Okay. You have to first have a clear. Okay, before you even talk about a goal, what is this thing that you need to know? We call it your present state. There is knowing where you want to be. You see, the problem is that most people, I like to talk about this thing called the 5 A's of change. This is something also I invented, it's called the 5 A's of change. What people realize is that when you want to work with any client or work on any challenge in life, it's always important for us to first identify where are we targeting the problem at. Are we targeting it at the first level, which is called what? What do you think is the first thing that has to happen for change to happen? Awareness. You see, most people are not even aware of where they are, their existing problem. So can they ever solve the problem? No. So the first thing that always happens first for change to happen is awareness. Now after awareness comes what? Now some people are aware of the problem, but why do they not change? Because they fail to enter into the second phase called what? Acknowledgement. So sometimes you meet people who are aware that they have a problem, they have an existing problem, but you know what? The second thing that they fail to do is that they fail to acknowledge that it's a problem. No, there's no problem, okay, I can handle it. And now of course, some people acknowledge the problem, but the next phase that they fail to enter into is this called what? Awakening. So what do you mean? You know, acknowledging means what? You are able to acknowledge that there is a problem right there. Okay, I'm going to deal with the problem. But awakening means what? Knowing that you have the resources to deal with the problem. You getting yourself motivated to deal with the problem. It's like someone slap you on your face and say that, hey, there's a problem, you know, are you ready to deal with it? Yes, I'm going to do it. That is awakening. Okay, some people acknowledge there's a problem, but they fail to what? To motivate themselves to solve the problem. Now, next one. What is it? Action. So sometimes you have all the three things, but failing to take actions will not lead you to your ultimately what you want to achieve is achievement. So this is what I term as the 5 A's of change. So the first thing that we usually do in our coaching process or any form of therapy is we first ask this question. Where is the client right now as we are dealing with this problem? Is he at the level of awareness or acknowledgement or awakening? Then from there, we can better figure out the best strategy to work with him. So, you see, the thing is, most people are not even aware of where they are. So can they ever achieve what they want? No. So that is the present state. Okay, after you define the present state, what's the next thing? The next thing you want to do is to define what? Clarify your... See, first thing is present state, right? Second thing is you want to clarify what your desired state is. Okay? Clarify what your desired state. Now, here is important to what I use sensory-based words. Okay, you see, the thing is this, whenever you get people to set goals, how do people usually set goals? Early in the morning, when I say, let's just get some of you to share your goals. What is your goal? What is your goal? Share me a goal, a training goal that you set this morning. Remember you set some training goals in the morning? Okay, let's go back to our training goals just for a while. Okay, right now. I just want to hear some of these training goals. I'll give you some relevant examples. Okay, what do we have? Regain my confidence self. Okay, regain your confidence self. Now, just using that as an example, that is a what? Desired state, right? Regain your confidence self. But what's the problem here? Do you think it's specific? No, right? So when I ask Clive, so what do you mean by regaining your confidence self? Can you actually see what you will be doing? Can you actually hear what you do? Can you actually feel what you do when you're actually feeling confident? Now that is what I mean by using sensory-based words. Now what happens is that when you set a goal and you use sensory-based words to describe your goals, it actually gives you what? Do you feel more connected? Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say, how would you describe this marker here? Can I get Simon? How would you describe this marker right here?
Describe this marker.
Yeah, how would you describe this marker? Let's see how we describe it.
This is a rather large marker, green in color, as you can see. Right. And it writes quite well.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Simon. Get one more person to share. Desmond, how will you describe this marker?
Obviously, it feels quite thick, you know, quite fat. Looks greenish, obviously, and it feels quite heavy.
Okay, that's all?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. More and more. Okay, what if I would add in something like this? You know, this is it's a green marker here, and when it writes on a smooth surface, you can instantly feel that wow, it's like free flowing. Out from the ink is free flowing. And you know what? When this marker, if I were to accidentally, write on your hand, you can never remove it for the rest of your life. Let me ask you, out of the three descriptions, which is the most powerful? What is the difference here? The last one has what? More connection. Right? You actually feel more connected to the goal. Now, that is the problem that most people face. Whenever they set goals, Do you think they set goals like the first one, second one, or third one? Sometimes not even as good as the first one. Okay, they will just say, my goal is to. This is, by the way, very common. I come across many clients. They will come up to me and say, Jack, I know what my goal is. My goal is to be financially free. So what do you mean by financially free? Financially free means financially free. My goal is to be just be more. I just want to be happier. Okay, yeah, these are some goals that people have. I just want to be happier. So how do you know you're a happier person? When I'm happy, I know I'm happy. Okay, you know what I mean? So you have to specify your desired state. Everyone say specify.
Specify.
Specify your desired state. By doing what? Describing your goal in sensory-based words. Okay, next one. Okay, besides specifying your desired state, a few things that you also need to pay attention to is, earlier we talked about this, right? Always ensure you are focused on the what? On the positive side of the goal. Also, always state your goal in terms of what you want rather than what you do not want. Okay, because we have already showed you the example of how focus can actually lead to reality. Okay, so focus on what you want rather than what you do not want. Next thing is this. Ask yourself this question. Is your goal what I call congruently what? Desirable. So what does congruently desirable means? Congruently desirable. What does congruently desirable means? How many of you ever tried to achieve a goal and then at the very last minute you decide and you realize that you are the one who actually sort of sabotage the achievement of the goal? Has that ever happened to you? Cherry, has that ever happened to you? It means you set a goal which you think that you want to achieve, but at the end of the day, somehow you manage to sabotage it. Because deep inside you actually do not really want to achieve that. Has that ever happened to you? Simon?
Sorry,
Okay, it means you actually set a goal, you want to achieve something in your life, but somehow or other, at the last, towards the end, you sort of actually sabotage the achievement of the goal because somehow deep inside you don't actually really want that goal. Now let me tell you what, this is what I mean by congruently desirable. Now, what does it mean? It means to say what? Whenever two people have what I call conflicting values. Now, what are values? Values are moving. What are values? Okay, values are not beliefs. Beliefs are what I call values are things that are important to us. Now, in each value, we may have beliefs about that values. Okay, it's a bit different, right? Okay, so values are things like, do you value, how many of you value security in life? Security. How many of you value? That means you think security is very important to you. Yeah, okay, how many of you value freedom in life?
Yes.
Okay, there's a problem here, right? How many of you realize that sometimes when you value security so much, you begin to sabotage your value for freedom, or vice versa? It means you want freedom so much, but yet at the same time you want security. Then you end up in a situation where you feel you are torn apart. There's a conflict in you. Now that's what I mean by your goal is now no longer what? Congruently desirable. Because it's now no longer congruent to you. At one point, no, at one end you want to be successful. You want to have freedom in your life. Okay? But at one end, you're so afraid of taking your chances that every time there's a chance, you will sabotage the chance because you're afraid of what? Failing. You're afraid that you will end up losing so much more. So that's what conflict that people experience in their life. Okay? So one thing that you need to know is, are your goals congruently desirable? Because if they are not, what should you do? Okay, that will be covered on day 7. Okay, when we talk about a tool called task integration, that will help you to resolve any form of inner conflicts you have in your life. Okay, that's on day 7. Okay, besides congruent desirable, what else? Okay, next question to ask is your goal what I call appropriately contextualized? Okay, what is appropriately contextualized? Meaning to say what? 5 wives, 1 husband. What is 5 1 husband?
When, who, what?
Okay, when you fail to ask yourself questions like who will be involved? Where will this goal take place? When will this goal be achieved? Now you could also be planning yourself to fail. So one of the key things that Richard Bender and Grinder found that achievers tend to share in common is that when they set a goal, they usually are very consciously aware of when they want to achieve the goal. Who are they going to achieve the goal with? Where is it going to take place? So they're very, very clear about what the goals are. That's what they might appropriately contextualize. Okay, so next one, is it what self-initiated or self-maintained? What is this? Self-initiated, self-maintained. Have you all heard of this saying called the circle of influence? Circle of concern? Anyone has heard of this? Okay, let me share this idea. It came from Stephen Covey. If you read, how many read the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Okay, in this book of Stephen Covey, he shared this concept known as the circle of influence as well as the circle of concern. Okay, what is this? What's the difference between circle of influence and circle of concern? Okay, let's say, let me give you an example. Tomorrow, okay, what kind of example should I give you? Circle of concern could be like, okay, let's say your suddenly something is going to happen, you know, and okay, let's say, okay, I will just say, let's give you a scenario. Okay, what happened is that if you are employed, for instance, okay, so let's say on Monday you go back to work, you go back reporting to work, and suddenly you receive a call from the boss that says, can you meet me in the office, in my room? Okay, so the moment you step into your room, and the boss tells you that, I'm sorry to tell you, but the company decided that we are no longer in need of your service. So it's as good as what? Letting you go. Okay? Retrenching you. Okay? So, circle of concern or circle of influence? Circle of concern or circle of influence?
Influence. Concern.
Concern. Does it concern you? Concerns you, right? Simon? So the thing is, you are retrenched. This you are retrenched is your circle of concern. But is it within your circle of influence?
Partly.
Okay, what is the party?
I mean, if you are not performing well, then it is your circle of influence. But
Okay.
if it's like,
But let's say your boss already decides that you're going to be fired no matter what.
like retrenchment days.
It's more of a circle of concern, right? But what is circle of influence?
Is it something that can impact somebody?
Okay. Now what we realize is that circle of influence is anything that you have. You see, every time you see that circle of influence is within the what circle of concern. Okay, because the thing is, many things can concern us, but are we always in control of it? No. But things that we are in control of it are what I call circle of influence. So in that scenario, for example, when you're fired, what could be a circle of influence?
Feeling.
Your feelings. How would you want to feel about the situation? Do you want to feel that, you know what, you are a victim? Because you know what, you're not performed well, because someone out there is doing better than you, or you want to focus on, okay, you know, now that I'm retrenched, what else can I do? How can I, maybe I can find a better opportunity elsewhere. That is your what? Circle of influence. Now what Richard Bender and Grinder found out that, you know, what are the key things that separates the top 10% of achievers and again, the 90% of ordinary people is that, wow, the 90% of people tend to focus on where? Where do you think they are focusing on? Where? Which part? Anyone has to draw out? Simon, where do you think they are focusing on?
Circle of concern.
Okay, where?
Where?
Where exactly? Why do you think
Right?
the 90% of people tend to focus energy?
There's two circle here.
Where?
This one, this one, this one.
Yeah, where will you draw it?
I draw it.
You draw it where?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I just get it.
Shade the area.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay, just draw across. Yeah, where could be it?
The area. Okay, lah.
Okay, correct. Correct. Anyone?
Question again?
Okay. Okay, I'm saying that most of the 90% of people, okay, where do you think they are focusing their energy on? Where? Is this the area?
I would say it's the whole.
The whole. Okay, Simon is right. Okay, this is the place or anywhere outside the circle of influence. But where do the 10% of people tend to focus their energy on?
Yeah.
So that's the main difference. So whenever you fail to achieve a goal, ask yourself, where am I focusing my energy on? Am I focusing my energy on this part here or this part right here? Circle of influence or circle of concern? Things that you are not. It means to say what? To simply put it, people will focus their energy here. Do you think they feel like victims or not? They feel like victims of. You know what? The reason why I'm not achieving my pay raise because my boss doesn't like me. The reason why I am not enjoying my relationship because my spouse is not loving enough to me. Okay? The reason why I'm not earning enough money, right? Because I don't know, whatever reason. Some people even push the blame to God or what. No, because He doesn't want me to be rich. Okay, so it seems like they are always living like a victim. But people who are constantly operating from this point here are in control of their life. It's not that they are totally in control of their life, but it's just that they're in control of what? Their own thoughts. They're in control of their own thoughts. Okay, so they are able to make better decisions right here. Okay, let's move on. Next one is, okay, we talked about this earlier on. We talked about this earlier on. Is your goal what? Ecological. Okay. So meaning to say, as you start achieving this particular goal of yours, okay, your career goals, is it going to affect your relationship goals? Okay, when you start to pursue your career goals, are you going to neglect the time that you're going to spend with your family? And to the extent that you're going to destroy the relationship with them. So that is ecology. Yeah? Okay, good. So, and then, what else do we have? Next one is this. Now, after you know where you are and where you want to be, what's the next thing you need to do? You've got to define what are the resources, right? Okay, resources that you need to achieve what you want. Question, what can these resources be? Resources. Resources can be what? Yeah, some people say, okay, no, I want to achieve my goal, but I don't have enough finances, money, manpower, what else could it be? Strength, knowledge, yeah, skills, capabilities, and of course the most important thing is that sometimes people don't even have the right one. Beliefs. Some people don't even have the right state management skills to achieve what they want. Okay, these are what I call the resources here. And the last one, what is the last one? It's called something called evidence procedure. Okay, what is this evidence procedure? Well, this is one of the most powerful things I came across as well. Now, most people tend to, in fact, most people sort of understand all these things right here. Okay, but this is something that is quite new to many people. So, what is evidence procedure? Now, remember earlier in my career as a trainer, I did not understand the power of putting this in place. So, you know, as trainers, sometimes we actually visit our customers and we start sharing with them what our so-called our training goals are for the program. Yeah. So, at the end of the day, what happened is that sometimes I begin to get not so desirable feedback from my clients. So then I was perplexed. I was thinking, what actually went wrong? Because something interesting happened was that during the course, the workshop itself, I realized that people were enjoying themselves. They seem to be benefiting from the workshop, but why is it so that the feedback that I got out of it is very different from what they were experiencing? After some time, I began to realize this was a problem. Because I did not what? I did not set a evidence procedure. So what is evidence procedure? Now meaning to say, now how do a salesperson set an evidence procedure? Yeah, could be sales targets. That means to say what? When you set an evidence procedure, the question that we're asking yourself is, what must happen? Okay, I don't think it's written there, so you can write it down. So what must happen in order for you to know that the goal has been achieved? Again, I repeat. What must happen for you to know that the goal that you have set yourself to achieve has been achieved? You see, most people don't ask themselves this question. So even when they are playing the right game, even when they achieve their targets, they do not feel good because they do not have a what? They do not have what I call a measuring device. In fact, this is like a measuring device. It's like this is a way for you to check to check your progress, whether or not you are hitting your target, whether or not you need to change your approach, because part of it comes with sensory acuity, evidence procedure. So these are the 9 keys that Richard Bandler and John Wheeler begin to realize that, hey, if you want to be truly successful in setting your goals and achieving them, these are the 9 keys that you should never forget to implement. Okay? Good. So far, any questions?